Paul was talking here before he got to this. He was just talking about the importance of different parts of the body. Obviously, the eye is an important part of the body. We need our eyes to see everything around. We know that our hands are a very, very important part of our body. We need our hands to do things with. Our feet are very, very important to us. But also, not only are these things important to us, but the things that we can't see. See, the hand and the eye and the mouth and all that, we see all these things. We realize that they're very, very important. But let me throw out a couple other things that are very, very important. The stomach. Stomach is very, very, very important. Obviously, if we didn't have a stomach, then we wouldn't be able to digest. But do we see our stomach? No, we don't. Okay? Here's another thing that's important. The liver. All right? That's very, very important. If we don't take care of our liver, then all sorts of complications, all sorts of problems will happen. We don't see it here. How about this one? How about the heart? The heart's very important. All right? You don't have no heart, you don't have any life. Okay? So you have different parts of the body that Paul is talking about that is just really, really important. Now, how does this relate to us? See, each and every one of us here is important. See, it doesn't matter if you're standing or sitting where I'm at right now, talking to a whole bunch of people. It doesn't matter. See, people think that because, I need to be in front of a whole bunch of people for me to matter, or for me to be effective in what I'm doing. God is not saying that at all. God is saying that, you know what? You are as every bit important as the person, whether it's Brad or whether it's Lee or whether it's anybody else, whoever stands up, you're just as important where you are as that person is. No one person is more important than the other person. All of us are important. When one person hurts, then all of us hurt. When one person is healing, then all of us are healing. That's how connected each and every one of us is. That's how God designed it to be. God designed it for all of us to be connected to each other. See, you have to understand, God didn't call us to a life of independence. He called us to a life of interdependence. Okay? There's a big difference there. When you talk about independence from God and from everybody else, we're saying, you know what? Man, I don't need God. I don't need people. I can do things on my own. I'm good to go. I'm straight. I'm good. Okay? But a life of interdependence is different. A life of interdependence says, okay, you know what? I'm going to rely on God. I'm going to rely and depend on other people, but God is going to still use me to do the things that he wants me to do. Now, the cool thing about the illustration or the model of the body is that each and every one of us serve a particular function in this body. That's how connected we are. So you may be sitting here and you may be an eye, okay? Hannah may be an ear. Mike, he may be a mouth. Oh, well, no, Lee would be the mouth. But I'm just saying, that's the point, all right? Cecile may be the feet, okay? Every person fulfills a different part, but you know what? It's not just
the brain.
The outside, okay? She's the brain, all right? Fine, you can have that. So some people are eyes, some people are ears, but then not only that, some people could be a liver. Some people could be a stomach. Some person could be a heart. Some people we know are buttholes. But you know what? Guess what? Those are important. Okay, that's a joke. Just kidding. But hey, listen. Those are very important. Trust me. Try not going to the bathroom for a few days. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, those guys are. Every person is important, and God has designed all of us to be connected with one another. See, that's why we do what we do. That's why it's important. That's why we have church we have gatherings every week, because the Bible tells us that at the more that we see God coming, that we're not to forget about meeting with one another. Especially since tomorrow people say that the world is coming to an end, so it's actually good that you guys are here. Which personally I think it's anyway, I'm not going to touch that. But at the end of the day, God wants us to be connected with each other. That's the important part. You guys have a role. You guys have a part to play. And understand that you're not alone. Now, you probably hear and be like, well, you know what? I understand that. And I know that, one person is an island. And different people have different reasons for staying on their island. Some people, may have certain insecurities. Some people may deal with pride. They just say they don't need anybody. Some people just have that fear of rejection. Like, oh, yeah, if they really knew who I was, then they really wouldn't like me. So I'm not going to connect with other people. Some other people have different reasons. Whatever reason it is, understand this. God, you cannot thrive when isolated from other people. You cannot thrive when you're dealing with your small little island. You can't thrive that way. Maybe you're able to survive, but can I tell you something? God didn't call us for a life of just merely surviving. God didn't call us to a life of just merely just getting by. Okay? God didn't call us to live a life of mediocrity. God didn't call us to live a life of just go to work, come home, watch TV, go to sleep, wake back up, go to work, come back home, watch TV, go to sleep. He didn't create us for that. God created us He created us, and He wants us to live a life of excellence. He wants us, to live a life of not just surviving, not just going on, not just just trudging through life. God wants us to live a life He wants us to live a successful life. He wants us to thrive. He's made us more than conquerors. He's made us more than overcomers. And you know what? That includes singles too. Don't think that just because, hey, you know what, I'm not married, so man, I don't have a wife, I don't have a husband, I don't have that special someone that I could, and because I don't have that special someone, man, I'm just going to kind of just go through life and I'm just going to just wait until I find that someone. No.